Hello, my name is Christine Henson, and I would like to give you a brief presentation on how the incorporation of movement in the classroom can enhance learning. When you include exercise, or really any kind of movement for that matter, into your lessons, this can actually improve brain performance in students. Now, you don't necessarily have to have students go out and run sprints. This can be any type of short or moderate exercise. The idea is to simply get students up and moving to get their blood flowing. Now, why is that important? Well, exercise increases the amount of oxygen we have in our blood, which is actually fuel for the brain. So if we want our students to think more critically, problem solve, recall and retain facts, then their brains will need the energy to do so. Now, you're bound to hit some low points in your instruction in the day when your students aren't exactly at their best when it comes to focusing. One way to counteract this is to supply a quick energy boost via movement. Get them up out of their seats. For example, when I was teaching my students, my second graders, how to identify certain shapes and their specific attributes, I placed students in groups and had them form specific shapes with their body. Or, when studying symmetry, I'd have my students stand next to things in the classroom that were symmetrical. You can even have your students role play or incorporate movements when learning some concepts. Personally, I feel it makes lessons more exciting and less boring. And hey, your students are still learning, but just in a different way or mode of instruction. Some other benefits. Exercise decreases behavior issues. One particular study noted that focused on 8 to 9-year-olds found that students who had at least 15 minutes of recess per day had significantly fewer behavior issues than those who didn't have recess. In closing, I've seen the benefits of incorporating movement into my lessons firsthand. Maybe you can start out small, then move to something more consistent. When lesson planning, ask yourself, how can I incorporate movement into my lesson purposefully? I'd be excited to see the results of that. Thank you for your time.